I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Mayfield. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
8-yard pickup. First down, Las Vegas.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He was brought down.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
15 yards on the play, first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's good for another Seahawks.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 7 from the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. He
was taken down by...
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Dorsett. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing again here, Wilson. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. I got it. Hey, no, look, hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50. Alert, 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 alert. Let's see what you got. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at at the 11-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
On 2nd down now, Branch, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Mayfield off the play fake. Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder. And I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
And it is cold.
And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Rupp. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Raiders 7, Seahawks 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
3-yard pickup.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
For the Raiders.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 43 yards.
First down and goal.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Raiders' 4-yard line.
A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. They'll run on 1st down. Branch. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
No gain on
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
On the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
On the tackle.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go. Switches. Come on, switches. Regular. Run.
From the 16, Mayfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
All you got to do is look
Shaquille
at
Griffin
Look
with a
at
pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Mayfield.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6 yards.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a single tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play fake. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle made.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
47's the mark. 47's the mark. Watch the shot.
From the gun, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
4. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. L.J. Collier able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. A a 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Do what we do! Touchdown, Seattle! Tyler Lockett with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Now Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
At the 23-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And 7.
Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
53-yard.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Score Seahawks 20. Raiders 17.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.